listening. Been listening to the soundtrack for like a whole 20 minutes. Hello? Bug jump scare. And Edgar. What the hell, is the whole gang here? I don't know which one I'm supposed to play first, actually. This is the one, I think. I know close to nothing about this game, by the way. I watched Cub Scouts play it, like, a few years ago. But, like, I could barely pay attention past the first episode. Never seen this game. Is it Heat? From what I'm aware, yes. I'm pretty sure this is, like, considered a cult classic. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Crazy. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Is this guy... It's a lovely game, I swear. I did not hyperfixate on this game for nothing. I don't know why I could never get into it. I was like... I don't know. I feel like it's one of those... Boy, am I nervous! Why are you talking like that? Why? I don't know, it feels like one of those games that it's hard to actually get into unless you, play it yourself. Still wanna cosplay Maya Fey, to be honest. I love her. I love her. I know nothing about this game, but I love her. I'm glad I made it on time. Girl, aren't you a whole attorney? Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Who does this? Who does that? Oh yeah. Dude, I know one thing about this game. Sure do hope nothing bad happens. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Girl, what? Also, isn't that like... I don't know, isn't that like some kind of what's it called? Like bias? Not the word I was looking for, but you know. No, that's what I'm saying, bro. You are... If you take on a client that you knew beforehand, like, it partially discredits everything you say. It's crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, pretty sure they taught us this in school or something. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. Okay, well, in that case, he's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Shit. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I own that much. Oh, I get it, they're gay. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? I sure hope not, or else this is gonna be a hard case. Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. Guys, this is Junko Enoshima. It sounds like he wants to die. I mean, that's one way to get out of admitting to crimes. Like, I know he didn't do it, obviously, but like... that's a whole thing people do. Yeah. Why does he look like that? I don't... Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Why did they pick the most English-ass sounding name and looking man for this? Give me the death sentence. I can't. What? Oh, I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Because he's being convicted of murder, obviously. What the hell? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh. I forgot about that. Wait until you meet Edgy's sister. I don't remember. I don't remember. Like, I know... I've seen, like, the sprites to this game and stuff. That's it. And I know, like... I know the plot of episode 1. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby? Your baby? The person responsible for your girlfriend's... Who refers to their girlfriend like that? Like... In third person. Like, like... I can kind of understand. I personally wouldn't do it, but like, I can understand, like, pet names like that, but... Why would you say that in third person while talking? My baby. That makes it sound like she's your child, bro. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. I don't know why I'm giving him that voice. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Like, I can't take his fucking name seriously. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually— What the hell? In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. It's just like my one— It's just like my one OC. The one OC I was talking— Only one person in this chat knows who I'm talking about. I don't know why I mentioned that. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. You know, now that I think about it, I don't know, maybe they don't have that kind of law or rule or whatever in Japan. Damn, you knew the client beforehand? That's kind of weird, but whatever, I guess. Why the hell did you stutter, my guy? Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Stop stuttering. Stop stuttering. That's taking away your credibility. What are you doing? What are you— Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Not how real life works, by the way. Yes, Your Honor. Judge Smash. For real, for real. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this... shit. Fuck. I don't... Wait, shit. That guy, I think. Yeah. I'm good at this. I totally paid attention. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. I read the... Wait. Uh-oh. Yes, I did actually forget. Don't... Well, I didn't... Listen, I didn't forget who it was. I forgot what a defendant is. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank. This is gonna... This is me if I ever become a lawyer. Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? I don't... Mia, you might wanna... You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. Crazy. Cindy. Okay. Cinder block is crazy. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Actually, I probably don't even have to check. Yeah. I don't know why I checked. You could literally see in the cutscene. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Your Honor. I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. This dude is wholly unprepared to be an attorney. The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see the court accepts it into evidence. I don't think that's how it works, but okay. I think. Statute added to the court record. I also don't know how court works. I barely know how court works. Surely this is accurate. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. It actually kind of is how it works. Danganronpa could never. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Ammunition? Like truth bullets? You used to have to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call its first witness. And the prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. I think he's gonna say something unfortunate. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. He gets excited easily. This could be bad. Speaking of Danganronpa, I found my favorite fan game on itch.io. What? What do you mean? Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Why does he look like we were great together? We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, what? Mark and... They all die? Ah! I know nothing about Danganronpa and other, unfortunately. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Crazy. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word. This guy might be guilty, actually. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. No way! Yes way, dude. This guy's kind of crazy. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several Larry, are you... Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Watson, what do you think of her now? I think that is completely irrelevant. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, he has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Regardless, I don't think that kind of question's allowed. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. See? Wince. What do you mean irrelevant? That what? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. It's crazy. I don't know, man. Bro doesn't seem very likable. Generally bad at getting his points across is crazy. You went went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you, or did you... What? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I don't... He went. What do I do? This guy is so stupid. She wasn't home, so, like, I didn't see that. Why did he sound like that? Your Honor, the defendant is lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. The prosecution may call its witness. This is bad. Thank you, Phoenix, for your wonderful commentary. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank's... What? Oh. Saw it. To the stand. You sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Who subscribes to a newspaper? You may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. I don't know, he doesn't look very in a hurry in that flashback. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. But did you see the blood? I don't know, man. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. You just said you couldn't go inside. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. You couldn't have remembered the time exactly. If you were in that much of a panic, you wouldn't have known the time. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. How could you have told from behind? Incidentally, why was... Loud wrong buzzer. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? At the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Stupid question, but like... I don't know then, how did he see her? Aren't phones supposed to work during the blackout? Some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Solid used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Cross-examination, Your Honor? How did this dude get out of college? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying. How did this How did this... Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the... Okay. Oh! Okay. Okay. I understand. "1 p.m. Are you certain?" "Yes, absolutely." He seems really confident. Doesn't that seem strange to... I don't know, man, it's just a number. Present some evidence to contradict him. You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure? Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Yeah! Get him! Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Phoenix, buddy, be more confident in yourself, please. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. But he said he was certain. Don't you understand? After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. To be fair, if he was right about the time, realistically nobody can trust the doctor that does the reports. Either someone's out of a job or someone's getting arrested. It's either one or the other. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Sure, whatever. I guess that works like that. When I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying time. It was probably coming from the television. But it was was 3 hours off, wasn't it? As the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, but there was a blackout! You know what to do. I've got this one. Hell yeah. Oh wait, shit. Loud incorrect buzzer. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? I find it quite puzzling myself. Crazy. I remember now. You seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Let's hear your testimony one more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used it. Is this guy stupid? It wasn't a clock, it was this statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? I mean, it has a little thing at the bottom. You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you... Damn, all these attorneys with their damn evidence. Who do they think they are? Lawyers? I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Edgar's out here tweaking. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You must tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. think I can object to this. I mean, he's clearly lying, but it's like, it's not like we can prove it, I don't think. Girl, what do you want me to do? Oh. Oh! Guys, I'm so smart. I'd be so good at this, guys. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. Phoenix, I don't think you can just go around saying that. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. This is all baseless conjecture. Just look at the witness's face. Did you strike the victim with the clock? I don't think he can say that. Look, the clock, I heard. No, I mean I saw. Oh. Is this guy Leon Kawada? Is It was him, I tell you, it was him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him What? What is this guy saying? There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Your Honor, may I have the clock? Okay. I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange one. Okay, but he's the thinker. Okay. So we heard the clock. What are your conclusions? Can you tell me what time it is now? As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawyer heard and the actual time of death. Edgar, why are you spamming passports? You forgot one thing. While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Don't think that's how it works, but okay. Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. Bro, you ripped off your own hair. You treat me like a criminal. Criminal! You lawyers are all even your own. Listen up. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Like the clock? I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the... Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Oh yeah! Okay. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Crazy. I don't think Oh. Annie's dead. Someone arrests Phoenix. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. That fast? Damn. This is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Leary, not guilty. Why do we have confetti? I think we should break up. What the fuck is with the confetti? It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman. Check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Crazy. Congratulations. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Yeah, that's pretty... That's pretty much expected. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Me too. Maybe Phoenix is me for real. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy... No. Don't make me say that. She was a what? She was a what, Phoenix? Congratulations, Harry. What? Okay. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no, I couldn't. Take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Isn't that your ex-girlfriend's clock? Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. I'll keep it as a memento. Sure do hope nothing bad happens. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Oh, shit. My headphone. Not that I was using it. Don't that make you wanna just cry? No, not particularly. Larry. Are you so sure? Why does he talk like that? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. But don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? This guy's stupid. This is the clock you made for her. and she took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Never let go of what made you believe in. I sure do hope nothing... I sure do hope nothing bad happens. I sure do hope this isn't foreshadowing. I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? So my first trial came to a close. Harry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me up. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Mia, that is your student. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, it's her! It's her! Silly pink girl. Silly pink girl. Look lonely and it's all your fault. Man. It's been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. You want me to hold evidence for you? There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. It's a clock. Crazy. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue of the thinker and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. I always liked toys. Probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. I had to take the clockwork out. I put some papers inside it instead. Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, I guess. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Sure do hope this isn't ominous foreshadowing. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. I see right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not... what? Oh. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Whoopsie. Red, white, blue. I dream. Held for homophobia is Grace. Hold on. Okay. I'm late. Oh, that's strange. Yes, the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood. Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. You know, fair enough. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Fair enough, I guess. There always has to be one character in these games that passes out from blood or something. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief. Call the police. Call the police, right? No, that's what I'm saying. Where? Don't just stay here. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there were any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker is lying next to her. Must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. I wonder who that is. This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I better call the police. Should have done that in the first place. I don't know, man. Oh, shit. Where'd she go? I put her right there. I hope she didn't run. The fuck you mean, yipes? Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya, my beloved. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Someone wants me to commission them just because I complimented their art. Don't fall into peer pressure if you don't actually, you don't have to commission them if you don't want to. Don't have any money, then tell them that. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. Why would sis write my name? How the fuck do I call the police? Cool. Oh. I'm so good at this. Yeah, the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. She's staring right at me. Crazy. Oh. stay there so long? I don't know, man. This is very unrealistic. The police would not respond that fast. I was gonna be like, oh, new father figure just dropped. And bro's name is Dick. Okay. Received a report from the building across the way, see. Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Excuse me. This word Maya here mean anything to you? She was already dead when I got here, is what Wright's probably gonna say. I mean... Unless he was there for a hot minute, I think an autopsy would probably prove that. But realistically, he was probably only there for like a few minutes. That's my name. The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Case closed. You're coming down to the This guy sucks. That poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Good morning. Nothing good about this morning, I fear. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. Girl has no faith in him. It's crazy. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No. No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like... No, I never thought. Me for real. I could not control my facial expressions, I fear. I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Okay, so her sister had no faith in us either. I didn't mean to insult you. You didn't insult him. Your sister insulted him. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia. I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon. Oh, shit. Okay. They say they thought these were pieces of a broken nightstand. Yeah, that seems about right. Though I'd never heard of a glass nightstand before this. Hi! Welcome, I suppose. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. What's with that outfit? You can't just ask that. This is what all... I don't know how to pronounce that. It's my uniform, you could say. Like people in religious training? What's it you do? Well, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. Spirit medium? So... you're a medium in training. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. It's acolyte. Thank you. I think I pronounced that right. I have never seen that word before, surprisingly. So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, of ESP and all that. Yes. In training. I love her. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Unfortunate. Could you tell me more about the day of the murder? That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That clock's shaped like the thinker. How could that have been evidence in a case? Evidence in a case. Oh, harder A? So like A... Fuck. Sorry. Acolyte, then? Hopefully. Oh, shit. Acolytes. Okay. I'm so good at this. Oh. Okay, damn. My headphones just died. Now I gotta turn this down and pray that it doesn't catch on my microphone. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Me too, girl, don't worry. You say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. I was gonna say... Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. Also, I just finished Class of '09, and now my inner voice that narrates my thoughts sounds like a depressed valley girl. That checks out. My brain likes to do that too. I don't know if there's like an explanation for why that happens. But it's funny when it does. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? It almost never turns into a guy though, only various types of women. See, for me, it's like the opposite. It's usually a dude. Occasionally, it'll be a woman, but like it's usually a guy. Don't worry, okay. Listen, Phoenix. You can't just... After someone says they have no one else to turn to, you can't just be like, oh, well, what about your parents? Some people just don't have good relationships with their parents. / they're dead. So yeah, some people just can't rely on their parents. They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? Give me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. I suppose we're doing that now. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess we'll just have to come back later. Damn. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Love this guy. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait. It's almost my birthday in-game. Happy in-game birthday, I suppose. How could anyone mistake? This guy's terrible. Okay. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second. Tricky lawyer. It's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. Cell phone holds all a little... Don't call her a little girl! Don't call... Don't say little girl and spiciest secrets in the same sentence. You're trying to confuse me. Checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. Quite a detective. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. This guy sucks as a detective. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Can I... Can I do this first? Can I listen to my sister? That's so sad. The lawyer is almost 100% you, right? For long tears began to roll down her cheeks. Okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I kinda gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. Blah, blah. Okay, I already did this. Whoopsie. I didn't do all this. Well, okay. Or maybe I didn't. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. So she could still be alive. Okay, but, like, definitely not in touch. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Oh. Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. Your mother's, and I don't think I want to talk about that. About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. So, the case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and that the media jumped on it big time. Okay, but that's not... Listen, that's more the police's fault than her fault. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. That was his name, my sister told me. Can I present this now? Okay, damn. My bad. Smile for the camera. In that case, I probably have to do something else. They don't look like they've ever been read. That checks out. Okay then. Nothing to do there now then. Did you do an autopsy? It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. You can see the report, but that's all. Don't actually remember this part. I do not. I only remember episode 1, so. About Maya. Looking forward to the trial. But this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on— EDGEWORTH! I found a cute-ass game recently for cheap app. It also has 100% positive reviews. Is that— Hopefully you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. That I love chill, cute games. They're so fun. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. I'm totally not getting jump scared by my own notification sounds. It was called Juno 06. I'll like take a look at it later, probably. I don't know if Bright shows Maya his attorney badge, because he can't— oh shit, yeah! I'm so good at this. I completely forgot about her. Wow, she's pink? The killer's pink? I sure do hope they have no connection. It's April, May. But I can't tell you anything about— I love when medias in different languages have English names and they always just sound like this. I love goofy ass English names. So you sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyery tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Are you sure? Edgeworth! That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Totally not his situationship. I mean, I kinda do, I also don't. Oh, you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. A cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. So soon, hmm? So you thought you would be facing him eventually? I don't know, man. Kinda suspicious. She's so meow. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to the lawyer, pal. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. This is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Fucking hate this character. She needs the most annoying voice ever. Isn't there an anime of this? I think. I don't know. If there is, I don't know what she sounds like there. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. That's a suspicious object. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Trying to... What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. What the fuck? Why are you talking to me like a dog? You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Watched the first episode and figured the formula of the games gets really, really tired when you're not the one thinking. It's just Nick as a generic shonen boy. Checks out, I suppose. I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what... That's what he said. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. Someone save this dude. He's gonna get jumped. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please. Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Girls deflecting is god tier. I mean, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Can't you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Is this one gonna Is this one gonna end with oh boy too? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? What amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Okay. I see we are not getting anywhere with this. Whatever, one of those hanging on the wall. Crazy. I guess can't really do much else. I'm... Oh, he's finally here. So you're the one they say I've been looking for me. The badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am. What do you want? Out with it. Sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Oh dear. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. I'm really busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. I don't know, man. Just tell her. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Yeah, trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Edgeworth probably bribed him or something. Of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. Go look elsewhere. I think not, I said. I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Edgeworth can bribe me whenever. Amen! I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. Damn, fine. Damn. How do you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in a blink of the eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? See it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. I have a plush of him, but I don't know why I bought it. It's Edgeworth, but with an aggressively cube-shaped head. He looks like a Minecraft. I love hilariously stupid-looking stuffed animals. It reminds me of the ones that have, like, the oddly bulging eyes and huge-ass forehead. That's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. The what? That sounds horrifying. They are, honestly. They're like $10 on Amazon. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I'm interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Crazy. I don't even... Can I... Okay, she's back. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well... See... I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and... Phoenix, I don't think this is a good way to tell her. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. Been abandoned, then. Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Burn is doing the thing where I think of all everyday situations I'm in, like the game that I'm currently obsessively playing. It's really inconvenient now, though, because that game is Class of 09. No one should think of life in that way, in the way those characters do. I have no comment. You pretty much said it yourself. Oh damn. Phoenix Wright lore drop. Yeah, someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. I won't abandon you. Can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. One last question. You are innocent, right? And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? Lord, is that his hair was always like that, I guess. Wonder what was like giving birth to him. His mom must have been in agony. Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? A screwdriver, clearly. When I was trying to look into the drawer that she got all defensive, there has to be something in there. Okay, I don't think... What do I feel? Spike's coming out. Is this a medical emergency? I think it is. They're still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. I guess I'll head out. Ugh. White man jump scare. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. Just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the faculties. Or facilities? His hairstyle looks like a dessert. That was pretty much my thoughts. I wanted to take a bite out of his hair. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no. I almost forgot. Come back. Let me ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White, of Blue Corp, phoned. It's Mr. White, the one guy! Could it be a coincidence? I don't know. I don't know, man. White is, like, a decently common last name. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Sure do hope it isn't connected to the phone. Definitely something suspicious about this May. Why would she have something like this in our hotel room? Story behind all this, I knew it! I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Amaya's sake. I'll get to this woman's body. Wait. No, I don't know what you mean. Phoenix! Then again, that's like most of the characters. I can probably count on one hand how many people in this franchise aren't white. That's like the case for a lot of these kinds of games, I fear. To be continued? What do you mean? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Crazy. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me, or he'll be on me in an instant. He'll be on you, huh? The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. If we may call our first witness, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Bro doesn't even... Bro looks like he doesn't even know why he's there. My name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the place. Describe for us the details of this murder. There is not thought behind his eyes. That's what I'm saying. Bro has the eyes of one of those little white dogs. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here, and the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon. If you look hard enough, you can see the DVD logo bouncing around in his brain. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Now, detective. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? I had hard evidence she did it. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Very well. I couldn't see a single Yes, you could! Whoosh. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. I mean, that seems accurate, but whatever. Who did you say you got the call from? You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Say about 3 minutes. See, this is why it's completely unrealistic. It's funny to just press everything, even if you don't get any new information. Nick just kind of says shit like the boy failure he is. Checks out. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Edgeworth, why are you... Tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure it was us? Like suspicious people at a crime scene. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? I heard you say it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink. She's pretty pink. Well, I guess she is pink. There was something I should have told you about first. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I'm real embarrassed, I forgot about it. Forgetting about it is crazy. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya, but fuck. I mixed them up. That's fine. This is one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? Yeah, but backwards, detective. Why does he smile like that? The victim is the only person who actually could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. No butting your way out of this one. Crazy. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Day after the murder. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from crazy, but there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. I don't know, man. Can I just stay silent? Is that an option? I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. That's the obvious conclusion. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Girl, not innocent. Broso. Meow. She gets her whole soundtrack. Quality mistakes. Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, I hope you're having a great stream. Thank you. Oh god, I don't know what to do. I hope your day is/was good. Gotta sing the right song. I don't know the right song. I apologize, I'm not good at this. Or I capture the heart of every man in this courtroom. Oh good, hope you're enjoying. Thank you. Where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right.
I'm not saying that.
It was like 9 at night. I clocked out the window.
Fuck. That's not even close to what she said.
I looked out the window, you know. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defense chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Objection. Could not have seen that from that distance. What about my cross-examination? Thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You mustn't know. She glocked out the window. I'm so good at reading. I promise. You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Toxic yaoi. She has to have some weakness. When will I even need this? Oh, right. Oh. So it could, like, depending on... Edgy is definitely closeted gay, but Right is flaming bisexual. Definitely. I guess depending on how it's interpreted, you could say that she wouldn't be able to see all that. Why did you do that?
Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? I mean, sometimes people just do stuff.
I sort of, you know, had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one? Surely you must have had a reason to look out at your window at that time of night. Also, someone had to open the window blinds because it was definitely not just one window blind open. Yeah, I think. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Womp womp. You've been warned. Looked out the window. What did you see next? How do you know she was the defendant?
Oh, well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof. Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what's the meaning? Someone tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. We don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that? What do you mean, roar?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary.
The court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Be good.
No, I'm not saying that. Stop saying weird things.
everything. I did. The victim, the women dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with a weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Okay, but how could she have known it was a clock? Those clothes are cultural. See, I don't... Man.
Don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
That's crazy. Can someone, like, sue this girl for sexual harassment? Just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Bro is so unserious. I love him. Can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
So, what happens now?
What happens now is that you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law office of Faye & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. No, it isn't. She could easily have heard the clock. No, she couldn't. Are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Why are you asking me? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. Couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Well, Miss May? Don't wag your finger at me, dirty man. What a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clocks, then there's no contradiction. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. For what purpose? And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Me think. Well, no. Me doesn't think. I have proof. No, you don't! Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. What kind of foreplay is this? The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Oh, shit. Take a look at this. I forgot about it. That's a very cute cell phone.
You have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. Okay, listen. Listen, right. It's not... There's nothing to be ashamed about having a girly phone. This is a defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with a victim on the day of the murder. That is a defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Bro is so angry. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? No. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at the hotel. Would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it again? I go to so many. Whoops, I forgot.
That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Crazy! Oh, excuse is not on sale. Why did we... Oh dear. Oh dear. How does Bright still have a job? That's what I'm saying. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh? Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did.
Let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Dear, does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. April May crashed out for real. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I think it's very relevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. Are they flirting? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock was... Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Did you tap her phone? Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me? You lawyer.
It's no fair. All of you are ganging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
Womp womp. I'll deal the final... Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping or irrelevant?
Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. You have an explanation for the court? How is this dude still in job? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone?
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. There you go. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It's my greatest displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Yippee! I think you've set him quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's the reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Maya Fey. Not how it works, buddy. That's my condition. That is simply not how it works, Edgy. Literally. I mean, 90% sure, 99% sure that April is not the killer. But like, just because she's not the killer doesn't mean that Maya's the killer. Could literally be anyone else. Oh boy, I sure do hope he wasn't paid off. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Very good, sir. Remember the... Okay, yeah, but I know, but like... I don't know, what if I missaw? I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. C. Defense may begin its cross-examination. Maya will be finished. No, she won't. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Ahem. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. "9 on the dot, you say?" "Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir." "Precisely 9, then?" "Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure?" Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. "Oh, bellboy? I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. And delivered the iced coffee..." Oh wait, shit. "You are sure it was Miss April May by herself?" "Absolutely, sir." "Absolutely?" "Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine." "How come you're so very certain?" "Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrace, sir." "That French for embrace?" "It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek." "Why would she have done that?" "I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir." That's pretty fishy to me. "Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here." The witness may leave the stand. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Thinking. Can't. I'm so smart, I promise. I promise. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Oh, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did you say? Rather, quite. Oh boy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barista there, Mr. I should probably try to say that in French, actually. But Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, there goes your credibility. You fool! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, he has been previously revealed Miss April May, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at that time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. No, it isn't. No, I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Other man, you say? These accusations are ludicrous. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? It's all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Yippee! You were amazing in there. Not really. I think I might be your newest fan. Just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. No, Maya, don't go thirsting after him. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I might have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Then find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. Counting on you. Hooray! I thought it might come in handy, but now I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all, you know, now. My time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in a detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Woohoo! Don't to be continued me.
I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving.
Not, stinking liar. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I want to ask. Fortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning? You... Oh, shit. Whoopsie. Please. You're scaring the security guard.
So? What is it you wish to ask me, then?
About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he?
No way, Jose.
If I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold. So criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep.
Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Oh my god. Can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? I don't think there's anything I can do right now. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. Belle, who brought the murderer iced coffee. So, you are the honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Yes. You struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. What now? If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. On that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds... okay. Place really gave this one over. I doubt there were any close enough. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around though. I don't think you are imagining things. Eating ice cream on the kitchen floor because I don't feel like going back to my bedroom. Real. Oh, it's missing. Ooh. Sure, I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be valuable. It's cool. I'll take it. Cool. Cute. Clue. Not cool. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. You can just take both of them, you know. That's him, detective. I'm a lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. Phoenix is so sassy. I love him. How can I write it in swearing that's him? Well, sure, why not? From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy. Damn. Crazy. The only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Could you have a look at this? What's that? Bellboy's that thing tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. No use playing dumb. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. are you pumping your fists into the air? Tell me about the man you were with.
That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue Corp.
Red, white, blue information gathering? Well, I suppose you'd call it a detective agency. So, this is the man that was with you the night of the murder.
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Oh hey, you took the painting. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. Your name? What's your name? I was just what? Inquirably asking the title that you go by. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. What? Perhaps I have intimidating you with my giantesque vocabulary. He looks so ooped. He does. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite, so I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. Crazy. What a You can't just say that. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Painting. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original. Worth $5 million for sure. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct, she was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. She has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she's paid to answer phones. Tapping that was not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It's not like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to the mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Why did the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. The police, the courts, to me, they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. Crazy. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. Wait. Just look at him. He 100% bribed Edgy. See, like... And Edgeworth is like a top tier lawyer. What use does he even have for that money? We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Yeah, I got that. I, Red White Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. And what the fuck? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What that might be. That big painting on the wall over there. Say, when did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. Appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse of eternity. Crazy. Oh. You get beat up. Yeah. Well, Mr. Lawyer, only do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, totally impossible, guys. Totally. Surely. I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. Came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Okay, I suppose. He's literally that arrogant Francis Fitzgerald, to be honest. Real. Fitzgerald if he didn't have a redemption arc. Not really redemption, actually. What's wrong? Looks so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. So you... Oh, my voice didn't break. You don't know what you heard. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just... Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. What? Oh, shit. No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. What is it? Out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was it not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Your lovers. Crazy. Sure, why not? Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy, so perhaps it was fate? Red White is a man who makes his living